This is E.W. Claville, and this is another Claville Report Synopsis. Today we're going to talk about gun laws in America today. Are Americans satisfied, or are they looking for more change? Mass shootings, Uvalde, New York, and the list goes on and on. We see over and over again where our country is being held hostage by yet another mass shooting happening in every corner of our country. Some are asking, are there laws to help protect those that need protection? Should the laws be tightened to allow individuals who want to purchase a handgun or a rifle to be able to go through certain steps and measures to ensure that they are protected, not only themselves, their loved ones, but also their fellow citizens? Well, that's the discussion that's been going back and forth in a battle in every state legislature in the highest house in our country, the House of Congress. We're going to unpack this poll to show where Americans stand, how their views have changed over time, and what they want to see moving forward. Here on the next Claville Report Synopsis. It seems like every time we turn the television on, there's been another mass shooting. Communities are held hostage. They're shocked by the sheer violence that takes place. Whether it's a mass shooting in a department store or grocery store, as Virginia experienced, or it's a shooting that takes place at a party. These shootings continue to capture the U.S. imagination. But owning a handgun or defending yourself is as American as apple pie. As a matter of fact, it's in the Constitution, where you have the right to bear arms. But the question becomes, what type of arms do you have the right to bear? How many arms can you bear? And when do you have the right to actually utilize those arms to defend yourself? Those are issues that have been going back and forth in our legislatures on the state level, also on the federal level, in the House of Representatives and in the Senate, and with every executive officer that we've had for our country, the president, they've had to deal with this issue. So, but what are Americans saying? What are they saying about the current laws that are on the books? Some say that we have too many laws already, and they just need to be reinforced. Others say we don't have enough effective laws on the books, and we need new laws that help to protect society as opposed to restrict the freedoms of individuals. According to the Gallup poll, recent Gallup poll, it says that 63% of Americans are dissatisfied with U.S. gun laws, and only 34% are satisfied. I'm going to stop there because that is a major turn from what we were looking at in polls just 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and 5 years ago. Most Americans now believe or are dissatisfied with current gun laws. But how does this look as relates to the conservative side of voters, which are more apt to support less gun laws and more access to guns? According to this Gallup poll, it says 54% of Republicans are satisfied. A year ago, it was 5 points higher. So in 2022, almost 60% of Republicans supported or were satisfied with the current gun laws. But in 1 year, that's decreased by 5%. Why is that significant? That's significant because it shows the impact of mass shootings across our country. Last statistic as relates to what we're going to, as relates to gun law satisfaction, says 14% of Democrats are satisfied. And that's down from 9%, 9 points from the group's record low. 9 points. When we ask ourselves, what is causing these different movements as relates to the satisfaction or dissatisfaction with gun laws? According to Gallup, it says Americans today are overwhelmingly, or Americans today are as dissatisfied with the nation's gun laws as they have been in the past 23 years. So since the year 2000. Now we know 2001, we experienced our nation's attack of 9/11. So before 9/11, this is the highest that the nation has been dissatisfied. That dissatisfaction largely driven by Democrats and Democratic-leaning independents who will likely agree with the president and many Democrats in Congress that gun legislation passed last year simply did not go far enough. So they want to see legislation go a little bit further. Also, according to the article, it says a majority of Americans continue to support stricter laws concerning or covering the sale of firearms, which has been the case for most years since Sandy Hook shooting. Also, in contrast, in the 4 years preceding it, our current president, President Biden, spoke about the need to pass further restrictions on gun ownership, including assault weapon ban, and in his State of Union address this year in 2023, he stated that the possibility of passing such a law in the near future seems remote, but for now, any changes to gun laws are more likely to come from individual states, as they did in 2022. So once again, this issue continues to capture the issue on the kitchen table, at work, within our family conversations. What will Americans finally decide as it relates to which laws are best for them and their community? Whatever it is, we just simply hope it doesn't take another mass shooting, a massacre, to come to a fair, balanced, and equitable resolution. At the end of the day, we all have to live together. At the end of the day, we're a country of states that are united under one flag and one purpose. Let's ensure that that also applies to gun laws, the ownership, and when those arms can be utilized. Like always, this has been another Claville Report Synopsis, and we'll keep you up to date.